Hi guys, welcome and especially welcome back to Gains World tonight, Saturday, August 14th, streaming live here from Germany, Mannheim. I hope you're all well. It's been a long time since my last live stream here, and I really want to apologize to have not been online, but as you have seen on our Discord channel, I tried at least to provide the relevant information regarding the current price actions there in some few screenshots and words. But yeah, tonight I finally found the time to come back online, even if this will be some kind of a short stream. But I'm here. I wanted to see you again. The market is starting to behave normal again, so TAs makes more sense than 4 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. So yeah, I'm glad to be back here. I hope you're all well out there. And before I will start the analysis, please let me know if you can hear me fine and clear, because I have my AC running in the background and I don't know if you can hear the rushing coming from this side or if you can hear me clearly. Please let me know in the stream, because it's really hot here. 33 degrees in Germany, or in our corner, and yeah, but I think it should be good. And the background music, just let me know in the chat if it's not clear. I will try to adapt it. Yeah, but if everything's fine, welcome back, and let's get into the charts. Of course, we will start with Bitcoin, with Papa Smurf, because we had a lot of action in the last few, let's say, 6 weeks. Yeah, let's welcome you guys. Chris, hi. Anba, nice to see you. What do you think is the highest price ADA can reach in this bull run? I want to sell the highest point and rebuy in bear market. Thanks for advice. Yeah, Chris, it's always hard to predict the highest price, because you never know which coin will have some major outbreak or run, while Bitcoin is following its predicted path. But we will cover ADA somewhat later in the stream. I will cover Bitcoin and some of the major coins, so ADA, XRP, which had a nice rally during the last few days. Of course, Ethereum and Binance Coin. And yeah, I want to limit this stream on around 1 hour of time, so let's say we will have some time left to cover the smaller coins, but I want to cover those 4-5 major coins, and Cardano will be one of them in any case. So stay tuned, and we will cover this later during the stream. So for Bitcoin, let's go to the bigger picture first. So we had our all-time high here. We went down, you know the story. We were trying to find the bottom, and even I myself doubted or wasn't sure if Bitcoin had found the bottom with this price range around 28,530K. I also saw the possibility to go down to this area here within this descending channel and to reach somewhere around $24,000. But as we saw so far, at least, we actually found the bottom at 30,000. We had several touch points here, with 3 major touch points on May 19th, with the first drop down, then another major test here June 22nd to 26th, and the last retest on July 19th 20, before then breaking out of this descending channel. And you can see how this upper trend line of this channel had served as resistance. You can see it started July 4th and it went down to July 21st, so almost 2 weeks running exactly along this upper trend channel line. So massive resistance before then breaking out. Let's clear this line here. Before then breaking out and forming a new ascending or rising trend channel, which had been pretty strong so far. Yeah, and my personal view is that we actually some kind of repeating the scenario which we saw back in 2013 and 14 when we had, let's go back, when we had the cycle top in between or right in the middle of the growth bands. We went down back then by 76%, I think, or even more if we take 75% from this peak to this peak. 75% went below the bull market support bands. We had the cycle top, we had a short-term bear market, official bear market. If you don't know which signals we need to see in order to have an official bear market, I will cover this in a few minutes. We went below this, we went up again, had quite some time within the bull market support band and below this P-cycle bands, and then went above and had these are weekly candles. So let's start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks. So around 2.5, 3 month parabolic second leg of this bull cycle, before then finding the second P cycle at the upper growth bands, and then finally reverse into the real bear market. And so far, as I predicted, or let's not say predicted, but suggested, even at the beginning of the year, I think it was around February, March, that we might, if you remember, we had 2 scenarios. The first scenario was some kind of a super cycle where Bitcoin would have pulled from December, January up, I think it was until May, June, to reach the upper growth band, and then reverse into the bear market. So we would have seen a super cycle up to this area around $110,000, and then reverse into the bull market. This was scenario 1. Or scenario 2, we would find some kind of a cycle, a local top, not a cycle, a local top, go into a correction which would last during most of the summer. So I said around August, September, maybe even October, and then go into the second leg, which then would pull up Bitcoin at least to this upper growth band, which would now, or by the end of the year, would be around $140,000. But I think we also could break somewhat through this upper growth band and test somewhere within this range here. So we could see Bitcoin going up to maybe 180, maybe $200,000 not more. But this is possible with a short peak. As we saw back in 2014, we had a short peak up. Well, it went exactly to the growth band, but we could see a peak above the growth band. We had one in 2017, as far as I remember, a small one, but we had one going above the growth band. So I think we could see the same thing this cycle. But so far we had this we had a P cycle, local top, right in the middle of the growth band. We had the correction, which, as far as I remember, went down by 60, almost 60%, 55%. So not as dramatic as in 2013, but a 55% drop for Bitcoin is still powerful. And we found the bottom at $30,000 at this growth band here, more or less, if we don't consider the peaks, but if we take the bodies, we held the 50 SMA, weekly SMA, as support, and now went back. And as you can see, we only stayed one weekly candle within the bull market support band. So this candle tested the lowest bull market support band as resistance, then we broke into this red area, found resistance at the upper level, and now with the current candle we broke above, and we are way above this candle. So this line so far. So this even went quicker than 2013, where we stayed for I think 5 or 6 weeks within this bull market support band. So we went down, not to the 50. So this drop, the drop now was even deeper than back in 2013. We didn't drop to the 50. Yeah, we tested the lower band as resistance and support. Then we hold into this red area for 4 candles, weekly candles, before breaking out, and then we had another consolidation phase for 7 weeks before going parabolic. So now we only stayed 1 week within this red area so far. Let's go back. So tested the lower band as resistance, broke into this area, hold it for 1 candle, and already are above it. So yeah, it's all looking fine. And even if the numbers are not exactly comparable, in my opinion it's somewhat comparable. We didn't have such a peaky peak like 2013, where we went parabolic, had a peak, and then went down suddenly. This time we had this platforming, which lasted for let's have a look, for 13 weeks, 12 weeks of platforming, before then dropping hardly to the 50 weekly SMA. But you can see we had the cycle top right in between the growth band. We went down, and then we now, so far, we are back up to maybe have a second leg. I have to say that I'm not yet 100% convinced that this will be a second leg comparable to 2014, because in my opinion, we need to see 2 more candles to close above a certain level in order to confirm this upward trend, and not to have some kind of a dead cat bounce and then find resistance and go further, go even below 30k. So the first thing we need to see is this is the first candle, and let me just check this 1 second. Yeah, this is the first candle above this line here and above the bull market support band, which is don't let me tell you bullshit, but I think 1 second. Yeah, the upper band is the 20 SMA and the lower band is the 21 EMA. So the 21 EMA weekly, let's just check this here because I have the EMAs here. So the 20, no, this is the 20 EMA, but around $40,000, and here the lower bull market is around 40, this light green number here. So yes, the lower green band is the 21 EMA and the upper band is the 20 SMA. I just saw the question by Die Birne, what is SMA? So both are moving averages, in German gleitender Mittelwert. The EMA is the exponential moving average, and the SMA is the, let's look it up. SMA. The SMA is, let me just check. S moving, the simple SMA, the simple, yes, exactly, the simple moving average. So yeah, of course the exponential moving average behaves different from the simple moving average, and you can see that the bull market support band are a combination of SMA and EMA. And to go back to what I wanted to tell you, to be sure, to confirm this rally, this is the first candle which broke above the 20 SMA, but it makes no sense if the next weekly candle would immediately fall back below it. We wouldn't have one candle close above it, because this candle, well, not exactly, let me just check this before I tell you bullshit. Last week the 20 SMA was at, let me just check this, $43,830, and this candle closed at $43,824,000. So exactly, so you see the numbers here. We need to watch this red number here and the C number, the close number here for this candle. So the red number 43,830 for the bull market support band, and the close was 43,824. So we closed below. So this is the first opening. So the opening was below as well, and the candle went from inside the bull market above it. So we didn't have a full candle above this line, because this candle, I know it doesn't look like it, but comparing the numbers, this opened below, and we need a full candle above this line. So we need to see the next candle next week holding this level as support at least, or even going further up, but fully closing above this bull market support band in order to have the first confirmation, because if we saw a pullback, a correction where the candle falls back into this red area, we wouldn't have reached anything. This would reset the entire rally which we reached within the last 2 weeks, and we would be back into this red area, and we would need to go back above it and confirm it. So it's all looking good so far. If it stays like this, it's perfect, but we need to see next week's candle close above this band. So this week I think we will close above this band, which is currently at 43,400. We are at 47,800, so we are way to go. I mean, this would be a 10% drop for Bitcoin possible, but I think we won't see a 10% drop by tomorrow, and yeah, this would recover in my opinion. Sorry. Let's have a cheers, guys. So this is the first thing I want to see. As I already mentioned in the Discord group, perfect scenario would be to get above this fib line here in the growth band. You see this light blue line here is exactly the 0.5 fib line of this growth band. So perfect scenario would be to go above this and then hold this line as support for 2, 3, 4 weeks, like we had in 2013-14, where we had another 7 weeks of consolidation phase after breaking out of the bull market or above the bull market support band. So perfect scenario would be to get above the 0.5 fib line, hold it as support, and then go parabolic up to this area here. But it could also be a good thing to test this line, because you see this is around $50,000. So if we go up to $50,000 and then test this line as resistance but holding it somewhere up there, we wouldn't be retesting the bull market support band, which would be good as well. So somewhere here, a nice consolidation phase around this line before breaking above it and then going parabolic would be perfect. But we need to hold above the bull market support band first signal. Second one is referring to Steve from Crypto Crew University, to Steve's Gaussian Channel theory. He uses the 5-day charts with the Gaussian Channel, and as he said in his last videos regarding and covering the Gaussian Channel, every time in the past when Bitcoin touched the Gaussian Channel and went into the channel, he calls it quicksand. This means that every time in the past when we crossed below this line, we had a pump to retest the upper line, but we were rejected, and then fall below the lowest line and had at least 1 year of a bear market. So this is the second thing I want to see. I want to see confirmed. You see, this should be updating today, because this candle, as you can see here, is starting today, August 14th. So we would open this new 5-day candle above the Gaussian channel, so we weren't rejected so far. But as I just said, we need to see a full candle close above this level, which is currently at $45,700, 710. This number here, this mid number here, 45,710. We would need to see this candle, August 14th to August 19th, close above 45,700, maybe 800, because this channel will rise somewhat, maybe $46,000. So if Bitcoin is able to hold this level, or if it goes back to at least recover by the end of this 5 days range and close above this channel, this would be, for me, in my opinion, the second confirmation that we are good for a second leg of this bull cycle. Because if we wouldn't have a full candle close here and only see another red candle falling back into this channel, this would be equal to a rejection from this upper line, and like in the past we would go down, and you see the lowest channel would be around $29,000. This would be bloody. So yeah, this is what I want to see, a candle close above the upper line, and then we're good to go. Very critical point here. This would be a first timer. We didn't see we didn't see this any time in the past. This would be the first time that Bitcoin dropped into the Gaussian channel and were able to get back out of this quicksand, as Steven calls it, and not getting rejected from here and falling below it into a full bear market. So let's have a big welcome to the other guys. Trip Sauce here, Captain Pringles, greetings to Switzerland, the Vienna. Crossbow is here, hi to Croatia, Matt Flaw, my friend from Paris. This is why I want to keep this stream short, because Paris is playing tonight, 9 a.m. 9 p.m. So I want to see if they will set up Messi for the first time. Yeah, Crossbow, is this horror stream? You talk about dead cats and quicksand. Maybe. So far it's not a horror stream. It's maybe more like all the students going in the dark forest cottage, having a drink, and then wondering why they are all left behind and slaughtered one after the other. But so far we are still in the having fun and drinking phase of the horror movie, so let's have fun. Rabs is here, greetings to Denmark. Great to see you guys, it's great to see you. I know we only have 13 viewers, but this could be due to my very short-term announcement, but I wasn't expecting myself to find some time tonight to have this stream. I wanted to have shopping now, but yeah, we realized that the time was too short to go shopping, so I'm using this time to have this stream, and it's great. It's feeling great to be back here to see you live. I know we have lots of you communicating on Discord, but it's still better to have you here and to explain everything without screenshots. So let's get back to the short term picture. What do we see here? We see that Bitcoin was able to hold this channel. We saw lots of tops here, of bottoms here. We saw lots of testing of this mid line here, at the moment retesting. So everything's perfectly aligned on this channel. We also see that Bitcoin is pretty good in holding this 20 EMA on the 4-hour charts. We had some peaks down to the 50 EMA, even here to the 100, but it's holding the levels, which is good. But there is a big but. Everything's heated up at the moment, as you can imagine. We had a nice rally going from $30,000 to now $46,000. And having a look at the daily chart, you see we are way above the 20 daily EMA, which is always, as you remember, which is always the principle support line during a bull cycle. You remember back here when I told you guys this doesn't look good, we are way above it, we need to have some kind of a cool down, which we then had, and it was a drastic one. Even on the weekly chart this was even more, yes, it was the weekly, which what we were talking about. We left the weekly EMA here in October, and we didn't test it once until the drop on May 10th and finally May 17th, where we broke below. And since then, until July 26th, we weren't able to get back above the 20 weekly EMA. So now we managed to get back, we hold it as support, and we had a full candle above it, which is a great bullish sign. But I want to see Bitcoin retest the 20 daily EMA at least, like we did here. We had this nice rally from even $29,000 up to this fib line here at $42,000. Found resistance exactly at the fib line. If you look here, we touched exactly here, got back to the 20 daily EMA, found support, and went back up to the upper trend channel line. We found short-term resistance here on the 46,400, went back to the 43,900. So testing all of the historical support and resistance lines. I didn't draw any new lines, these are all lines from back here and here. So retesting all of these levels, nothing new in here. And now another one, we found resistance at the 48,250 resistance line, and now going back, currently holding the mid trend channel line here, and the now support, which was resistance here for 4 candles, for 4 daily candles, is now support. But you can see that the 20 daily EMA is following this lower trend channel line, and I think at some point in the near future we will see Bitcoin dropping down to this level. I would say that it should happen within the next 2 or 3 days, that we might go down to this area here. So sorry, I have a rough throat. So by this time I think the 20 daily EMA will follow this trend channel line. So by August 16th or 17th it will be around here, which is 43,900. And if Bitcoin would have another drop of 3 or 4 daily candles in red, it would go there and there and there, and we should meet this area here, the 20 EMA around this level here, where we would have a triple support level. So the 20 daily EMA, which would be around here, the support at 43,900, and the lower trend channel line. So this for me looks like a legit support level if we continue this red trend here. Of course we could see an immediate recovery. Sorry, let's go back. An immediate recovery. Bitcoin could find resistance support already here, because this is somewhat of a triple support as well. We have this support line at 46,400. We have the mid trend channel line here, which is crossing exactly at this point. Sorry. And we have the 0.5 fib line at 46,917. So Bitcoin could also find support here and go up here. But this could be a hard one, because Having a look at the RSI, you see the RSI is just playing with overbought territory. So currently it's not. It's holding this 64 level as support so far, but we had 4 peaks into overbought territory. Well, these are only short-term peaks, so we might have some room to stay there for quite some time. Let's have a look at the stochastic RSI. We are just forming a downward trend, so this might cool down and pull Bitcoin down into these 3 or 4 red daily candles. And the MACD is looking fine so far, but it could turn as well. So maybe Bitcoin could use this last impulse here, which it has here and here, to go and test this level here, which would be a triple resistance level, because we have the resistance level at the historical resistance at 49,100. We would have around the upper trend channel line, and most importantly, you see this red dotted line here, and this trend line is dating back all the way down to October 22nd here, where it started, and we had the start here. It had been support all the way here, then Bitcoin broke up, the line continued. When Bitcoin broke below this line, you can see we broke below this line, then it held it as resistance. What had been support is then was resistance for quite some time. Big resistance here, another test here, another test here, before Bitcoin had the second drop to $29,000, 28,500. Then we didn't retest it for quite some time, and now we are at the binge of retesting it. So having the stochastic RSI losing momentum, being in almost overbought territory on the RSI, and probably seeing a reversal on the MACD, I would say that Bitcoin could test this level here. So going from this fib line 46,970 up to this level around 41, maybe even testing the 50,900 together with the 0.382 fib line, but eventually falling back around this area here. So at the moment, I would suggest that Bitcoin will find some resistance, some bigger resistance here, and have another cool down phase like we saw here or here, which could last around maybe a week, even a week, 4 days, 5 days, going down, testing this level here, maybe even the fib line here, before then having the next nice rally, because a correction here would cool down all of those indicators here, which would be fine and healthy in the bigger picture. So I would be fine with it. Of course, I want to see Bitcoin and all of the other coins moving up, but we need to see those recoveries and no, not recoveries, corrections and cool down phases in between to see the big picture rally we want to see. So be prepared to see resistance at around $50,000, more or less. $50,000 will be a big resistance. Of course, we could see Bitcoin ignoring all of this and going up above $51,000, and reaching for the next fib line and resistance level at $56,000. But in my opinion, it is starting to lose strength and momentum on the RSI, and we will see some resistance here where Bitcoin will then head into a small correction, maybe a consolidation phase, regaining strength and then going up again. So for Bitcoin, another positive thing which I already mentioned on Discord, you know that we went into an official bear market with this death cross here. So we need two signals, or signals, let's call it signals. Two signals on the daily chart confirmed in order to have an official bear market. First thing is we need to see price action below the 200 daily EMA, which happened on May 19th when we dropped below. Since then, Bitcoin wasn't able to get back above the 200 daily EMA, which is the red line here. We tested it here as resistance, we went back and then only break above it here. The second thing is a death cross consisting of the 50 daily EMA, which is the green line here, crossing below the 200 daily EMA, which is the red line here. So we had the price action starting to be below the 200 daily here, and we had the second signal here on June 23rd, and since then we were in an official bear market. But fast forward, we went back above the 200 daily EMA here on July 27th, confirmed it as support here on August 3rd and 4th, and since then are moving above the 200 EMA. So the first signal is void, and as of yesterday we had an official golden cross, so the 50 EMA moving back above the 200 daily EMA, which is the second signal of a bear market voided. So you reverse it, we are back into an official bull market. We have the price action above the 200 daily EMA, and we have the golden cross here, so we are back again in an official bear market. This was a fake out bear market. It was an official one, but it was a fake out, and we are now back officially in a bull market. So very bullish sign, of course. A bull market is a bullish sign, and yeah, you see all of these bullish crosses here on the daily. You know, the longer the time frames, the more powerful the signal. So the daily, of course, is more powerful than the 4-hour charts or the 1-hour charts. Let's have a quick look on the 3-day charts. The 3-day charts, we didn't have a death cross on the 3-day charts. We had a bearish cross here, but the death cross, we had still way to go for a death cross on the 3-day charts. But we had a bearish cross, and as you can see, we are right above. It's August 17th for the next candle. We are right before having the bullish cross on the 3-day chart. So another nice bullish signal to have here. So maybe we could see another 3 days red candle, but with this signal here, this will push Bitcoin to another nice rally up to above 51,000 and testing the last range of resistance, the $56,000 range, before going up and retesting the all-time high. This could go faster than we think, but as you know, I want to keep you calm and on the carpet, as we say in Germany, on the ground. It's all looking very, very bullish, and as you know, I had been bullish all the time because we did this 30,000 this $30,000 level here, yeah, felt like having at the bottom, because we tested it all the time, and I mean, just have a look at the time frame. This was a time frame of 9 weeks, so a huge time frame where the bears had enough opportunities to push Bitcoin below the $30,000, and we had enough FUD in the news to create fear and to push the price below, and the bears weren't able to push Bitcoin below this level. And you see it is the 1.0 fib line from the past here, so exactly the same level from this reversal point here before reaching, this is the weekly chart by the way, so we found resistance here, went back, tested this level here before going to the all-time high, and we hold exactly this level, the 1.0 fib line as support. And this is why I still stayed bullish all the time, because we didn't go below it, and we were holding the 100 EMA on the weekly chart as well. So as I said at the beginning of this stream, if Bitcoin would have gone down to this area here below the 100 EMA and below the or around the 24,000 resistance here or support here, I would have switched to some kind of bearish sentiment, but Bitcoin was able to hold it, and now we are back into an official bull market, so everything's looking fine. And of course I'm more bullish than I was before, but as I said a few minutes ago, we need to be careful. We still have some signals to be confirmed within the next week, 5 days to 7 days. We need some signals to be confirmed. They had been triggered so far, but we need the confirmation to be sure to have this rally going further up, and to not have a dead cat bounce. So we need to be patient for another 7 to 8 days. 8 days, because we need the next weekly close, and of course it's on Sunday, not on Saturday, so we need to be patient and careful for the next 8 days to have the next weekly close, and then of course, depending on where Bitcoin will be by then, we will see if we can be more or less sure. You know, we cannot always we never cannot be 100% sure, but we can be some kind of confident, or if we need to hope that Bitcoin will realize this confirmation in one of the weeks to come after this. So we need to be patient for another week, and until then we simply can enjoy all the green numbers. Let's have a look at the chat. DBN, I don't think daily MACD will cross that fast. Yes, it won't cross that fast, but it could cross. So it's a probability. This is why I was mentioning it. I didn't say that it will happen, but it could happen. We need to consider all possibilities. So yeah, but you're right. On the daily, of course, it doesn't happen that fast. Do you think moving most of Bitcoin mining power from China to NA and Amazon talk about crypto have big impact on the rise? I don't know, to be honest. It might have some impact, of course. You know, you see all the hash rates going up since having all the Chinese factories moving to to North America and the rest of the world. We see the hash rates increasing again, but I don't think that this is that much of an impact, because we saw the reversal No, we saw all of this developing even without all of this news with the mining farms closing in China, etc. So in the big picture, I think all of this here is still some kind of a repetition of 2013-14, where we saw the correction, we saw the bottoming out, and we saw the reversal. So of course this could be a trigger with all of this moving the mining power. This could be a trigger or some kind of a catalyst, but not the reason for all of this. Bitcoin 110,000 end of year, possible. If we see a similar parabolic move than back in 2014, then yes, really possible to see Bitcoin moving up to 100,000, even to 130,000, because by the end of the year, here the upper growth band would be around $130,000, $140,000. So if we saw a parabolic move here, maybe another some smaller pullbacks in between. I mean, even back, this is the 5 days chart. Let's move to the weekly chart. Let's go back. Yeah, no, it was simply parabolic back then, but in my opinion we are somewhere compared to back then in this range here, where we will see another consolidation phase. We aren't in this phase yet, in my opinion. We are somewhere here, so we still have a few weeks to go. This could last until, let's say, maybe October, so the rest of August and September, so 4 to 6 weeks. By the beginning of October, and then we could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles, so 2 months of parabolic move, which then would be the end of the year. If we start the parabolic move by October, we would be here and then going up. And yes, $130,000, $140,000 could be highly possible in this case, in this scenario. Of course, if we would see some other steps going up, but with the steps with a correction in between, this could last until the first or even second quarter of 2022, until Bitcoin reaches the upper growth band. But the growth band will rise as well, and by March maybe or May next year, it would be around $160,000, $180,000. So time is our friend, and the longer Bitcoin needs to reach the upper growth band, the higher it will go. But Chris, yes, you're right. If we see this parabolic move comparable to 2014, then 100,000 would be the lowest point. 100,000 would be the lowest of the red growth band here by the end of the year. $110,000 even. So between $110,000 and $140,000 would be the range for Bitcoin to go by the end of the year, if we see this parabolic move. As I always say, nothing is guaranteed. I'm hoping for it, of course, but it's not guaranteed, and yeah, we will see. I still believe we could go more down than 30,000. Okay. Yeah, it's possible. If this is a dead cat bounce, then we will go below 30,000. But yeah, as I just said, everything is possible. If this is a dead cat bounce, then Bitcoin will go below $30,000. But at the moment, I don't see Bitcoin within a dead cat bounce. Yeah, Crossbow. I was thinking the same thing. Mattflow, another question here, highlighted one. My question is solved, but do you think 30,000 is the bottom at how many percent? I don't know. I think nobody knows how the probability is that Bitcoin that 30,000 was the bottom. Nothing is for sure. At the moment, I would say that the probability is higher for Bitcoin to simply go up than to retest the 30,000, but I cannot tell you any percentage. Of course not. I'm not a wizard. So let's cover some other coins. Let's go to Cardano, the big racing horse, as Benjamin is calling it. We are on the 4-hour charts, and as you can see, very unhealthy move. I like to see this, but it's so unhealthy. We are only 10% short of the all-time high for Cardano, and you see we are even 10% above the 4-hour 20 EMA. So this is simply unhealthy, way too stretched, way too stressed, and we need to see a pullback of at least 10 to 15% for Cardano. So back to the 4-hour would be 10%, but I would rather see Cardano going back somewhere to the daily EMA, which is currently at 158, which would be a massive drop of 25%. So yeah, of course this would be hard, but this would be the only healthy thing. Of course, this will continue to move, and let's hope for Cardano to have somewhat of a consolidation phase here in order to have the daily EMA moving up here, so the drop wouldn't be that drastic. So let's say it would find it would still be a 20%, 15%, 20%. We need to see this for Cardano. I mean, you see it yourself. It's simply unhealthy. And Cardano. I mean, let's have a look back at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still. Oh no! Wait. I need to stretch this. Bitcoin is still almost 40%. Has still 40% to go to its all-time high. And you know that Bitcoin is strong, simply strong, and normally the leader of the market. And Cardano is only 10% short of its all-time high. And this cannot last. We will see a pullback at least to this fib line here, 187, which is a 12% pullback. Let's see. Yes, this could match a pullback to the 6-hour 20 EMA, which is more or less around this level. So I like to see Cardano like this, but I don't like how unhealthy this is. It's simply sprinting forward, leaving all the rest of the market behind, and it's unhealthy. At least I want to see if it continues like this. Let's say holding this 2.16 support as support and having a consolidation phase, I'm fine with it, because during this time the EMAs will rise up, and then we're good. We go to somewhat of a touch point of price and EMA, but simply continuing like this isn't healthy. And you know, in the past we always saw a retesting of at least the 20 EMA, and as you can see, at the moment the 6-hour EMA makes the most sense for me, because it's more or less the same level than the 0.236 fib line here. So be prepared for pullback of Cardano to of around 12%, 10 to 12%. Maybe it will hold this level at 1.93, while the 6-hour will rise up by this time, but we will see a 10% drop. at least for Cardano in the next few days. Same thing for XRP. I mean, XRP did awesome. It find major resistance below its nemesis level here. You know, this red range here, its nemesis resistance zone. It broke below and it wasn't able to get back until this one here. We had major resistance here, another retest here. It broke above but broke below. Fake out, tested this as support, or confirmed as support here, and then went up. And you see within this channel, within this range, we don't have much of a resistance. It simply went straight up to exactly to the fib line, the 0.3H2 fib line, found resistance, went back down to the 6 hour 20 EMA. Let's have the 4 hour. Wait, on the 4 hour it's more precise. So 4 hour EMA, and then went parabolic. But as you can see, the same thing here. We are 15% above the 20 EMA, so we will see the same thing here for XRP. We need at least to see a pullback here, and this would be the perfect pullback, because XRP would simply test this nemesis resistance level as support, confirm as support, because by this time the 4 hour EMA would be at around this level. So XRP will drop, or would drop, by 12%, comparable to Cardano. Test this nemesis range as support together with the 20 EMA, and then continue to pull up into the golden pocket, and hopefully and finally going close to its all-time high back in 2017. Not only the local high at $2, which it reached here, but the all-time high back in 2018 at around $3, I think 40 around here, because XRP has still way to go to its previous all-time high. I mean, it would be 180%, almost 170%, to only reach the all-time high with what Bitcoin tripled so far. I mean, Bitcoin's all-time high was $20,000. Bitcoin tripled it, more than tripled it, and Ethereum XRP still have 180% to go to only reach the all-time high, not to triple it. So imagine what would happen if Cardano XRP would triple the all-time high. So 344 to go up to 10 or $12,000. What the hell? My mind is blowing. $10 to $12 for XRP. This would be incredible, but we still have a lot of work to do. We will see a retest of this nemesis zone. I'm pretty sure of it, because this is all stressed and strained so far. It will go down to the 4 hour 20 EMA, and this would be the perfect confirmation of this move. First it had been resistance, another resistance, it broke. We had a short confirmation, but we need a big confirmation, which would be perfect. In order to reset, we are overbought on the 4 hour chart. Let's go to the daily. Overbought on the daily, so we need this pullback. MACD is looking good. Stochastic is still holding, but it's losing momentum, so it's all matching. It's all matching. If we would see this pullback, it would be fine. Maybe, as I said, a full candle above this range, then having a retest, and then continuing to go here for the 159 major level, and then the 140, the 194 level here as major local top resistance here for XRP. So we covered Cardano, XRP. Let's go for Ethereum. Ethereum hadn't been updated for quite some time, as I just see here, but Ethereum is doing great. You see, you cannot compare Ethereum to the other two coins, XRP and Cardano, because Ethereum is moving up, and it did this in the past as well. Ethereum is more or less, let's say, it's holding its 20 EMA on the 4-hour charts. You don't have any major breakout from this 20 EMA on the 4-hour charts without retesting it again and again and again. It's such a stable high riser, let's call it like this. It's a stable coin, rising and rising and rising up. It's incredible how precise Ethereum is working and moving up. You see all of this resistance and supports holding and testing again. It's really a textbook rise. You have the resistance, then we have the confirmations, another resistance, confirmation, resistance, going up, confirmation, then going up. It continues like this over and over and over again. You see this red trend line as we saw for Bitcoin. Same thing here for Ethereum, going back to, I think also, no, January this time, December on Christmas. Holding support here, support here, support. It broke through with a peak, but then back again, support, support, and then it broke below it, wasn't able to get back above it, had resistance for 3 candles, broke above, retested it and confirmed as support again here, and it continues like this. And it's fascinating how precise Ethereum is working. And in this case, we don't have to see Ethereum pulling back, because it's not having such incredible rallies. It's simply moving up steadily and steadily and steadily, and always going back to the 4-hour EMA, going up again, retesting the next resistance level, being rejected, going back to the 20 or the 50 EMA, finding next resistance, going back, and now we are good to go for the next one at $3,400 here, which would be the next major resistance here. But it continues and continues, and there's really no reason to worry for Ethereum. Let's have a look at the daily chart. On the daily, it's quite stressed since here July 23rd, but I would say this isn't a 20% one. Yeah, it's a 12% drop. So if it follows Cardano and XRP with this 10 to 12%, it would go down to the daily 20 EMA, which would be perfect, exactly at the 0.5 fib level here, $2,800, and then continue to go up. We unfortunately broke below, way below those two channels, so it will take some time until we will reach back to these channels, which, let's extend them, which at this point are at the all-time high, $4,300. So it will take some time. Maybe we will not be able to reach them again. Maybe yes, it will take some time to reach them again, but at the moment we are still at 30% below these two trend channels. And yeah, at the moment, right at the moment, this would be the all-time high. So also Ethereum is a 30% below its all-time high, still to go. But big picture, everything's looking good. We are overbought somewhat, but the stochastic is already trending down, so we will see the bottoming of the stochastic here. The RSI will cool down. I think, having a look at this, considering this, I think Ethereum will continue to test this trend line here as support for the next few days. Let's find the perfect touch points. So it could go back to around $3,000. You see 3,000 here, 3,100 here. This crossing would be 3,250. So it will move around this area here, within this range here, for the next few days, and then this would cool down the RSI back into neutral territory. The stochastic RSI will find the reversal point by August 17th to 21st, and then we will see Ethereum continuing. But Ethereum is really behaving in a healthy way. Fascinating. What the hell is going on? Yeah, game starting. I know, Mattflow. I will only cover Binance Coin and then I'm good to go. Binance Coin overbought on. We are on the daily. We are overbought. The stochastic is still holding, but you see we are in a tricky position at the moment. Same trend line here for Binance Coin. Started back at the end of January. Support here, support for quite some time here, broke below, then resistance, resistance all the way here, and currently finding another resistance. So you see resistance here, resistance at the moment, and with the RSI in overbought territory, and with the stochastic just switching back down, I think we will see the same thing here. Binance Coin going down to at least the 4-hour, no, not the 4-hour EMA. There is not much room here, but you see the daily EMA exactly at this historical support of $350, which would be a drop of, you see it's always the same pattern, 12% for Cardano, for XRP, for Binance Coin to reach those important support levels. So it's always the same game. If we see the rest moving down, we will also see Binance Coin. Let's have a look at Bitcoin, what this would mean for Bitcoin. Yeah, it would match. I told you that I want to see Bitcoin around this area here, 43,000, and the lower trend channel. This would be a 6 to, let's say, 8% for Bitcoin, and you know the relations. A 6 to 8% for Bitcoin is a 12 to 15% for altcoins. So everything's matching so far. It makes sense. It all makes sense in order to cool down all of the RSIs and stochastic RSIs. So be prepared. Maybe even tomorrow. I mean, weekends always are some kind of red or bloody. So maybe it could start tomorrow, going back down back to around 44, 43. 500 around this area here, cooling down all of the price action. It would still be a higher low together with this one. Maybe it would even close higher at the 50 EMA on the 4-hour chart, so around 44,800, 900, maybe $45,000 to find psychological resistance together with a 50 EMA resistance support. Sorry, on this level. This would be let's see, it would still be a 4% drop for Bitcoin. Possible to see this. It would be a higher low after a higher high, so everything's fine. Yeah, and Binance Coin, same thing here. Let's see, the 50 EMA is around 376, which would be a 6% drop. Yeah, we see on the 4-hour charts we are switching to the downside on the stochastic, but we are already back into neutral territory for the RSI. So maybe even the 54-hour EMA for Binance Coin would be enough to reset all of this. I mean, we saw this here where it went down to the 50 EMA, and here, so maybe here as well. But I don't see the major drops, and as you can see for Bitcoin as for Binance Coin as well, falling back to around $380 would form a double bottom or even another higher low. So we had a higher low here compared to this one. This one was at $376 exactly at the 50 EMA now, but it will rise, and if it will be at $380 or $85, and Binance Coin would simply test the 50 EMA by that time, it would be a technical higher low after having set a higher high, and then we're good to go. Everything's fine so far, everything's bullish. I don't see any signals so far to simply fall back to 30,000 for Bitcoin. I don't see this at the moment. I don't see any major bearish signals. Of course we will see corrections, but I don't see the major pullback at the moment. So be prepared for some correction. In the meantime, of course, we had some nice green rallies in the last few days. I mean, every coin had several green days in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 green days in a row for Binance Coin. Insane. Then another run of almost 10 green candles in a row with those single red ones in between. So it wouldn't be a harm to see 2 or even 3 red candles in a row in order to cool down the RSIs, and then have the next 5 to 10 green candles in a row. So we're good to go. Everything's looking good. Same thing here. Bullish cross here, bullish cross here. We didn't have a bear market for Binance Coin at all, because we didn't see the 50 crossing below the 200. We had the price action below, but we didn't have the second signal for a bear market. We see that Binance Coin was able to reverse and to avoid this crossing here. So it's simply nice to see all of this. Even with this drop, we are still good to go, and still good to have all of the coins at a discount price compared to the all-time high. So if you're planning to invest, still good to go. Example, Binance Coin, this is a discount of still 40% for Binance Coin. Similar comparable price for the other coins except Cardano at the moment. But if you want to invest, it is still better than having FOMO'd in here at the all-time high. And yeah, so far so good. As I said before, I want to keep this stream short. I will of course upload this stream on YouTube for all of you who weren't able to follow it live. You will have the opportunity to watch and re-watch it on YouTube. Yeah, I will put it short. I just see that Paris is already leading the way. Yeah. I'm glad that it worked out to have a live stream tonight. We covered all of the major information at the moment. We covered all of the possible pullback levels for the 5 major coins. Yeah, I hope I covered all of the big questions out there, especially regarding the growth bands, the growth band picture here. Yeah, I will keep you updated on Discord at least, but of course I will try to find the time in the near future to have more regular live streams. I know lots of work to do at the moment. My wife and the kids are on vacation, no school and no work, so of course I'm using this free time to have some time with the family before they start school back next week, and my wife going back to work next week. So also the evenings are somewhat of family time. Yeah, but we will have more regular streams in the near future. I just see here target practic. Of course you can join Discord. I just saw Uranium. Welcome to the Gains World, to the Bot Gainers community. For all of you watching now, I see we don't have that much viewers, but for all of you, for all the followers, the members, just let me know in the chat. I will send you the Discord invite link. Target practice, 1 second. I'm just copying the link and I'm sending you. Yeah, I need water. You're right, Uranium. Target practic. I'm just sending you. Where is? 1 second. 1 second. I'm just searching. So target practic. There you go. Uranium. Same thing for you. Where are you? Uranium, please let me just know in the chat if you want the link, so I can simply hit your name. Otherwise I would have to search for your username. If you want to join our Discord, our members only Discord channel, simply hit me in the chat. I will send you the link immediately. For the rest of you, thank you for following tonight. Thank you for watching. It had been great to be online again after I think 6 weeks now since my last live stream. I see 4 gathers as well. Oh, let me see. Maybe I can hit you here, Uranium. So Uranium, same link for you. There you go. Yeah, let's hope that I will be able to have the next regular live stream on Tuesday. I don't think that I will have the time tomorrow, but on Tuesday, of course I will let you know more than 10 minutes in up front. I will let you know in time on Discord. Yeah, glad to have have this live stream tonight. I'm glad to had you here. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Stay healthy, stay safe. I hope that everyone out there is able to get through these pandemic times safe and healthy. On my side, everything's fine. I had all of my vaccines, my vaccinations, and I'm feeling great, and I hope this is the same case for all of you out there. Thank you for watching. Have a great night. I will watch my football match now. And hope to see you next time. If you have questions, just leave them in the Discord channel. You know that I always have a few minutes to answer there. It's not that time consuming than live stream. So if you have questions, just hit me in the Discord channel. I will try to answer them. And yeah, have a great night. Thank you for watching. See you on YouTube as well. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell on YouTube. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye. Party on Wayne and party on Garth.